Hey Scorpio, I'm Eleanor and welcome to Peaches by Starlight Tarot. This is your weekly pick a card reading where we are exploring your monthly theme, which is the King of Swords, being in your most rational and intellectual power, and your weekly theme, which is No Place Like Home. So this does feel like coming full circle, and the confidence that you have by discovering and speaking your truth, and meaning at home in your own skin when you've discovered this authenticity and tapped into it and found it out. I'm using Soul's Journey and Butterfly Effect Tarot. I have stack 1, 2, 3. They're timestamped below if you want to skip right ahead to the one that you want, or you can listen to more than one if you like. Your annual reading and your monthly reading are linked below so you can see where these cards come out, where I shuffled on camera. I'll talk more about them. These are general, so if you like a private reading, I do those through email, and you can find my Etsy page linked below. If you hear anything that is of service to you, please let me know by hitting that like button or commenting. If you hear something that's going to help someone out, please share my channel with them to help me grow as well. And I do 5 readings a month per sign, so if you want to keep up with how your monthly theme is unfolding, please subscribe. All right, I think that's my checklist. Okay, stack 1, Scorpio. You have the Devil in reverse. 7 of Swords in reverse. Abundance. This feels a lot like the ending of The Wizard of Oz, where she discovers that everything she wanted was right there at home. Like at the beginning, she's all, somewhere over the rainbow, there's something better. And by the end, she's like, everything I wanted and needed was right here all along. And so it's as though you've been on this journey of inquiry, of discovery, and quite an adventure, and discovered that nothing out there was what you were looking for, that what you were looking for was under your nose the entire time. It's like rifling through your entire house trying to find glasses that are on your head. So now you get to free yourself from the ego telling you no, telling you that anything that limits your ability to receive, freeing yourself from programming that is limiting your feeling of worthiness, because you realize that you have had this all along, and so you are worthy of it, and you're worthy of more. Okay, stack 2, 2 of Cups, 2 of Swords reversed, Purpose. A lot of times 2 of Cups can mean a partnership or coupling with another person, and other interpretations of it, which is what I'm feeling in this case, is going to be an alignment with yourself, of parity within yourself, and of bringing things into equilibrium within yourself. And so we're talking about coming back home. It's coming back home to your purpose and releasing any blockages to choosing a more purposeful career path, and not to suggest impulsive leaps from one career to another, or to quit your job and open a business today, but the keyword being path, career path, taking the first step on a path towards a career that is more in alignment with your spiritual and emotional purpose. Like a third of, you're not meant to only live 2/3 of your life. Actually, a third of it, considering that a third of it you sleep. It's not, that's time that was given to you that you don't get back. And so if you feel like you have to cut off or disengage from parts of yourself, if you have to turn off your heart and show up to work as an automaton, then you aren't actually alive during that time. I know this sounds harsh, but I say it because I've been there. I've been in a job where I felt like I was alive in my personal life, and that time between when I clocked in and clocked out wasn't. I felt like I was sacrificing time that I had been given by the divine. And so I had to find work where I felt like I got to be awake and alive while I was there. So I actually get to live all of my time that I've been given. And just so you don't think it's it's tarot, and that's like not everyone can find something so fulfilling. It's actually warehouse work. I'm physical. I'm moving my body, and I don't have to give up anything of myself emotionally. I get to be in my own world and have my own thoughts, and I just have to work hard during the day, and I feel like I get to wear a cute skirt because that's part of my identity, and I get to still be who I am. If you have to be someone else and show up as someone other than who you are, that's where you aren't exactly living that time. So it doesn't have to be this big luxury item where you have purposeful work. It's any work where you get to be who you are while you're there. All right, stack 3. You have the Ace of Swords, the Hermit, and Peace. So I'm liking the Hermit with this No Place Like Home card because look, I don't know if you know the traditional, what the Hermit looks like, but it's this kind of cloaked figure carrying a lantern, and that's his light lighting the way into his own truth. And so I feel like the Hermit is finding his way home to himself, or I guess it's a herself. She looks like a lady here. But it's using this sword of clarity and wielding it with authority and assuredness to cut out external chatter, to end superfluous external noise. You're using it to cut off all of this influencing interference. And then now now the room is quiet, now your mind is quiet, and so you can hear yourself think. I'm hearing you need to use this sword to cut out the interference so that you can hear yourself think. And now that you can hear yourself think, you can find your way back. You know, okay, when you're trying to find a place and you've been listening to your radio, you're jamming to your song down the highway, but then once you get off the highway and you start using the directions to actually find the location you're going to, we have a tendency to turn off the radio. That's what they're talking about here, is turning off all of those inputs that are making it hard for you to focus on where you're going. Okay, that is your message this week. So I'll talk to you next week, Scorpio. Thank you.